flutters.
Is it because you are looking at me? I didn't know I looked that great
Ooh,
today.
I got a little nervy.
Okay, that's okay.
My heart pounds.
Just don't play with your toes.
Leave my fucking toes out of it, okay?
You know when Matt's stressed when he's playing footsies with himself.
Very true. Very true. Yes. Whatever, bitch.
Okay.
Hey, girl.
Hey, bitch.
Hi, y'all.
Hey.
This is Call Me Crying.
Mm-hmm.
I am Matt.
I'm Kayleigh, nickname Kayleigh.
Oh, jeez. And we're your hosts.
We are.
Look at us.
Welcome on this bumpy ride.
Oof, it's very bumpy.
Yeah.
Everything's always bumpy for me.
Like your back knee.
First off, I've had back knee in a very long time, okay? Fuck off.
I thought I saw you in one of those Proactive commercials growing up.
I did use Proactive growing up.
Did you?
I did.
Oh.
Yeah. Didn't work. Shit did not work at all. Like, nope. So, how you doing?
I'm good. You know, how's your day?
It was okay. So I had to go to Walmart. You know, it's like 2 minutes from our house.
Mm-hmm. They should sponsor us.
So, seriously, I spend enough time in Walmart.
Mm-hmm.
But so I park my car and walk through the parking lot. I go to walk across like the crosswalk from the parking lot to the store.
Okay.
Which, like, you know, in front of Walmart, it's big.
Yeah.
So there's this woman and she's standing outside with her cart, and there's this car pulling up from the parking lot, and he's like waiting for me to cross. And the woman is like, just come on, you can hit him, it's fine. And I was like, What? Are you talking about me? Like, because I was the only one out there with her.
So she was saying that to the driver. Come on, you can hit him, meaning you.
Yes, which I'm thinking the driver was her husband, but I was like,
oh,
what? She was angry. She was angry. You know how Walmart people are.
How old was she?
She was old, too.
Yeah.
She was old. But I was like, bitch.
And we live in upstate New York, and let's just say our area is a little bit more, we're in like a red town.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, red, but also like blue, but also like.
What does red and blue make? Purple?
Yeah.
We're purple.
It's, yeah, you know, like normally when I go to Walmart, it's a lot of like, oh, you're still in your pajamas. And it's not like you took a shower and put on new pajamas. Like, you're still in your pajamas from last night. Like, you dusty crusty. I don't even know if you brushed your teeth this morning.
Like, our Walmart is, when you see like Walmart people on Reddit, that is our Walmart.
Yeah. Yeah. But this woman was like put together. She was fine. She was dressed.
She's just a fucking bitch.
Yeah. She was like, just head on. And I'm like, bitch, don't turn this into a hate crime. Like,
I cannot believe you did not.
I know. And I called you when I was leaving Walmart. I didn't tell you.
Oh.
Yeah. But it happened as I was going in. I'm like, bitch, don't kill a gay. Like, that's a hate crime, girl. I'm going to pull it.
Matt's gay, if you don't know.
In case you couldn't tell by the voice.
So, I have a question for you.
Okay.
As a straight female, I'm not as privy.
Oh, what's privy? Okay.
Privy. You'll see Kayleigh likes to
fuck up her words.
I just make words up sometimes.
She does. She goes with it.
When I used to be on work calls, I would be like, this word sounds important.
Just keep saying it over and over.
Oh, that's me. If I like come up with, or if I hear like a word, not for the first time, but like
if someone else
first
says
time in a while, then I'm like, that depicts, this depicts.
Not depicts.
Oh, yeah.
Girl.
But anyway, as a straight female, I'm not always privy to certain gay things. So why don't you give me a little rundown?
I think you're privy to a lot of gay things.
Well, with you as my best friend, I think.
I don't really hold back much.
Understatement of the year.
Yeah, I tell you a lot. Also, like, so real quick, just so that it like makes sense to everyone. So Kayleigh is the person that I call or I text in a situation that I don't want to be in any longer. Which is like how Call Me Crying, like the name came to life,
Yeah.
because for the past couple dates I've went to your house first
Yes.
to take a shot. Um, and I'm like,
Hashtag Jim
listen,
Beam.
call me crying. If I text you, you call me crying, like someone just died. Make it a fictional person, but someone just died, because like, and I don't think I've had to use that in a while, but
Not in a while. No, I always make sure he shares me his location too.
yeah,
You
because
know,
I used to
there's
not do
some,
that. And it
yeah,
was
there's some
pretty
shady motherfuckers out there too. But yeah, it's been a little bit, but
There was only one severe time, and I couldn't call you because I knew you were sleeping.
when was that?
Remember when it was late, gay world grinder. But it was, I went to this guy's house who seemed fine, was like, he was coming up from the city to like a cabin that he owned, which that should have been the first red flag.
He owned,
although he
Okay.
said, and he seemed fine. He was cute. So I was like, whatever. So then I go and I get there, and the photos that he had sent
Mm-hmm.
were definitely him, but like
This was the cat that you told
this
me.
was the catfish.
This was the
Yeah.
catfish guy. Okay.
And
okay.
so it was just weird. Like from the start, as soon as I walked in the door, he started like talking really like sexual, and I was like I was busy petting the dog.
He wanted you to pet his dog.
He wanted to pet my dog. He was like submissive.
Got it.
And I was like, bruh. And it just got so weird, because also like, you may have looked like this at some point in your life, but you don't look like this anymore. And that, for me, I'm like, bruh.
It's like the pre-quarantine photos.
Yeah. This was like, I don't even know. Honestly, the fucking photos could have been taken on a goddamn Razor flip phone. But, so, yeah, I'm there, and I'm like, fuck. I know Kayleigh's sleeping right now. And so, because I have on my watch, I have a preset saved.
Yeah.
Of like, pineapple, that's my code word. Pineapple, call me crying.
Right.
And I was like panicking, because I don't know how to get out of awkward situations on my own. Like it's really hard. And so luckily, the only person I could think who would be awake right now is my friend Monica.
Right.
Shout out to Monica. She don't live here no more. She lives in Atlanta. But yeah, I was like, call me, and she like texted me back. And so at that point I was like, oh, hold on real quick. Like my sister's texting me, something's wrong. And I was like, call me, like crying hysterically loud. And she did, and I got out, and I was like, I'm so sorry. Something's going on with my sister. And I fucking ran out of that house. And mind you, this cabin was back like deep in the backwoods.
And you should see Matt run.
Barely.
Like, I wish he had a Ring doorbell.
What does that mean?
Like to see you running out.
Oh, I thought you were making fun of the way I run, and I was like, bitch.
I am.
Oh. You know what? I don't even know why I talk to you no more. Yeah, so that, yeah, real quick, that was the call me crying. It wasn't quick at all. I took my sweet ass time telling that story. But anyway, what was your question? You want to know gay things?
Yeah.
Like what? You gotta ask questions. I can't just spill it all to you.
Let me think.
Like I've shared a lot with you. I've like broken down all like the it's not position. What the hell's the word? I can't think of the word. The like roles, like bottom verse.
Oh,
top,
I
all
learned
that
so
stuff.
much during Red, White, and Royal Blue too.
Oh, I did make you watch that. Yeah.
Phenomenal movie. I'm
Mhm.
obsessed. I love it. But I learned a lot from sex positions that
Yeah.
I was just very.
Oh, you didn't realize that a bottom could be missionary, right?
No.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, I know it. I feel
yeah.
so embarrassed, but yeah, I had no idea.
Yeah.
I kept making him pause, be like Q&A afterwards.
Yeah. I mean, you make us pause on every single thing we watch. We can't get through an episode without Kayleigh having to pause to ask questions. Don't even lie. I'll call your husband right now. Don't even lie.
It's not only to ask questions, though. Like, sometimes I have to pee. Sometimes my dogs have to go out.
Her dogs have to go out every 15 minutes.
Oh,
Not because they have to pee, but Kayleigh's like, they have to go out. okay, guys, let's take the dogs out. And it's always
It's
me.
a group activity. It's not always you.
Girl.
It's you
ever
and
since
my
you've
husband.
learned that Penny pisses really quickly with me.
True.
Anytime I'm at your house, it's like, can you take Penny out?
Yeah, because like it will take you 2 minutes. It'll take me 2 hours.
Yeah. Well, that's because you let her sniff around.
Well, you know.
You gotta like get in, get out. Come on, girl, go potty. I'll stand outside with Penny. Your neighbors probably think I'm crazy. I'm just like, go potty, go potty, go potty. And she goes. She knows Uncle Matt. Don't fuck around.
She loves to pee in other people's yards too, which
and shit.
She'll shit in your parents' yard and your yard, which I don't care about. But I don't want her to shit in other people's yard.
You told me yesterday that she took the biggest shit of her life in your neighbor's yard.
He was okay with it. He was out there with me. I offered to pick it up. He said no. But she loves to pee in other people's yards too, because it's like, I don't know, something about their senses. So sometimes I'll take her to my other neighbor's yard. But I just realized he is also a Ring doorbell. I must be on tape all the time at like 10 o'clock at night.
Yeah, in
like,
people's yards.
And I'm like, Penny, hurry up. I don't want him to see me. Mm-hmm. So he has that on fucking record.
Good.
Just a criminal out here on the streets.
Yeah, letting your dog shit in other people. It's a little different. It's not like in the city where like you have to necessarily pick up the shit. You could just leave it and someone will hit it with a lawnmower. It's a little different.
Like your dad, yeah.
Yeah. So, okay, so what else do you want to know gay-wise? I feel like I've told
I don't
you
know.
everything.
Is it, do you have like the same, I'm going to use an example. So when I first started dating, when I was younger, you always had that like rule of thumb of, which is stupid, no one take this advice, but I was given the advice to wait 3 days before texting or calling after your first date.
Yeah, so it's like sort of a mix of the age that we live in with dating, but I would say gays are like a level down from lesbians. You know, like the joke, like lesbians will fucking move in together after the first date.
U-Haul lesbians.
Yeah, the gays are not far behind.
Okay.
At least in my experience. They're ready to like, I went on a first date with a guy one time and I ended up meeting his mom on that first date and being told or being introduced as the boyfriend. And I was like, what the fuck is going on right now? And I was like, what's that about? And he's like, oh, I just don't want my mom to think like I'm a hoe. And I'm like, I get it. Because.
But this is a first date.
You could literally just be like, oh, this is. You don't have to. I could be your best friend. I could be a friend. Like, yeah, it's weird. So, the whole 3. If it's gone 3 days, girl, it's ghost. Mm-hmm. You know, I've bitched you about shit with guys. 3 days, nah. You can. The most I would say is like, I'll let you get home after the date. And then that's like where you should hear. I
agree. Okay.
Especially the age we live in.
Well, and the age that we are now too. Yeah. You know.
I ain't got time to waste no more, so.
What are certain stereotypes that you hate that comes along with being gay?
I think the ones that piss me off, especially where we are, like upstate New York, Hudson Valley, you know, not so much anymore, but it used to be like, oh, if you're gay, then you're super femme and you don't know how to do manly things. Right. Which I'm like, first off, don't make me go get my tool bag right now because I know how to do shit. Yeah, I think that's the big one there. Also that we're all just a bunch of sluts and whores. And,
right.
Listen, we might have a little fun. And by we, I'm not trying to generalize real quick. But yeah.
I have another one that I think you've told me too, where it's always expected that there's like a femme and a mask in relationships.
Like, who's the girl? Who's the guy?
Yeah.
Fuck off.
I know.
Sorry, I'm not going to say that. Yeah, no, so at my old job, they were Korean. A lot of the staff, like the management and stuff like that, and love them to death. But I remember, first off, they had a nickname for me. It was Gangju, which is princess.
That Makes
Which
sense.
I was like, it's fine. You can call me that. But then I remember the one guy, we ended up going to one of my old bosses, who's like now one of my really good friends, her wedding.
Uh-huh.
And I went to the wedding with my boyfriend at the time, and some coworkers were there. Like one of our other bosses, who I love to death, she was dating a guy, although unofficially it was never like confirmed, but we know they had a dog together. Like, give me a break. But he was there at the wedding, and he was like, so, which one of you is the girl?
Oh my God.
And I was like, first off, shut the hell up. Secondly, it's him. I'm just kidding. No, I was like, nah, the point of this is that there isn't a girl.
Exactly.
So, like,
that's why
you can have the girls.
Mm-hmm.
I'll take the boy,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that's that. But yeah, so that's, gay things. Look at me continuing your education.
I love it.
Wait, so since you are a girl and I'm a gay, I'm not like a platinum gay. I think it's platinum star. I have never touched a vagina. I didn't come out of a vagina. I've made my friends like show me and like move it around with their fingers, but I've never touched one.
Okay.
Because it makes me want to throw up. I don't. It like hits me in the throat right now. Not the vagina. But so yeah, tell me some girl things.
What do you want to know?
I, for the longest time, didn't know that girls had like multiple holes within their vagina or like pockets, whatever you want to call them.
Holes.
I'm
not putting nothing in that pocket. I mean,
you could.
I'm not. Let me rephrase that.
I don't know where this is going. But...
It's not like a pocketbook. It's a hole.
I don't know why I asked this goddamn question.
What do you want to know about my holes?
Specifically yours, nothing really.
Okay.
But in general, like, I feel like recently you had to explain to me a period and what that all was, because I didn't know. Isn't it like cleaning out of your like
your wall,
vulva or cervix or whatever? I don't know. I try not to think about this stuff. So yeah, well, one thing you didn't know about period was I told you, I was like, oh, I'm getting my period. You're like, again? I was like, yeah. You're like, you just had it. I'm like, yeah, 28 days ago. Well, okay. I knew that they get them. Who's they? Like, what people? Girls, women, ladies, females get their period. Like, it comes, like once a month or whatever, once every 28 days. That depends on your circumstance, cycle. Though. Okay, that's another thing. You, though, I was like, girl, I really thought you just had your period. Because, you like to say when you're on your period. I announce it. I'm so emotional. I'm getting my period. Well, I think as I've gotten older, I can now identify when I'm during my what is it called? PMS? No. When I'm ovulating. Okay. I can tell. Not through like my Apple Watch or an Oura Ring or test. I could just tell in my body. You feel your eggs dropping? I mean, not like that, but like you feel the symptoms of it. Okay. And then, yeah, you have PMS and you have your period. And then, honestly, being a female, you have one good week, in my opinion. You have one good week that you're not going through something. So, like, you have this is very educational for me. So, you have a clean week where you're just living the dream. And then you have an ovulating week. Not a week. Everyone's cycle's different. Mm-hmm. And there's different periods of time. I would have to bring out my ovulating calendar or like my period calendar to show you. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I mean, for me, I feel like I have one good week where nothing's happening. And then you go into ovulation and PMS and period. And it's just being a woman. It's not for the faint of heart. So I have a little story time for you. Okay. About girl things. Okay, great. And my lack of knowledge when I was younger. I feel like I know where this is going. So I got my period when I was like 12 years old. Mm-hmm. And got it. I remember I was on a road trip with my grandma, my great aunt,
from Pennsylvania back to New York because I spent a couple weeks with my cousins in Pennsylvania. So I'm on my way back and I'm like, what the fuck is happening to me? And like my grandma, I love my grandma.
Like you started bleeding.
Yeah.
Okay.
But your first period, it's not that evident that it's blood. Not to get TMI, but for me it wasn't, at least. So I'm internally freaking out throughout this drive. And I'm like, I'm not going to ask my 60-year-old grandmother or my 70-year-old
Which grandma is this?
Grandma Jeanette.
Okay.
So we get back to New Paltz, and we went to my family's restaurant where all my family was. They're hanging out. They were going to pick me up from there. And I immediately go straight to the bathroom, and I asked my Aunt Teresa to come with me. My Aunt Teresa, she's 9 years older than me. So growing up, I don't even call her Aunt Teresa. I just call her Teresa. Growing up, she was more of like an older sister to me. So get in the bathroom. I tell her what's happening. And she's like, oh, no, you're getting your period. I'm like, okay, well, why is it still happening? Because I thought when you got your period, you just like bleed once and then you're done. So she had to explain everything to me. She brought my mom in there. My mom's like, oh, it's okay. I'm a fucking mess. This is when I should have first known I had anxiety. So they give me a pad. That's it. No one really taught me how to use tampons or pads. It was just like, okay, here you go. Good luck. So my dumbass thinks that when you put a tampon in, you put it like a hot dog in a bun. The girls out there know what I'm talking about, I hope. So
okay.
This is your vagina.
I don't want to look at your fingers right now.
This is for educational purposes. So I was putting in like this. So it was hanging on by the lips instead of inserting it. So this is for like a year too. And I remember one day my mom's like, we were in Mexico. And she's like, why aren't you going in the water? And I'm like, I can't. I have a tampon in. And she's like, okay. I was like, it's going to fall out. And she's like, what the fuck do you mean it's going to fall out? So I tell her, and she's like, bitch, what? You've been doing this for a year? And I'm like, this is why I don't like wearing tampons. It doesn't work. So then we had a whole educational conversation after that. And as you know, Kim, who is one of my favorite people in this world,
that's
my
Katie's mom.
You know, she explains after you ask, but she wasn't all about that before. She wasn't like giving me a demo of like, this is how you use a tampon.
Yeah.
So I was left to figuring it out. This is also, I didn't have a smartphone. We didn't have TikTok or Instagram, or I don't even know if I knew about YouTube back then.
I hope that wasn't on YouTube.
I mean, not a fucking like
they don't put directions on the box.
I probably didn't know how to read.
Girl, you could have just looked on the box.
Well, so yeah, I was wearing hot dog tampons for a year of my life.
Great. That whole sentence makes me want to throw up. Oh. Yeah. Yep. Well, great. I think that is enough education about females for me today. Okay. I thank you very much for sharing all that.
Anytime.
Yeah.
See you next episode with
I feel like short and sweet little educational moments work best for me. Yeah, because that is that was a lot.
I mean, next episode we could talk about the period poos.
Yeah, again, we'll
just have a segment
this.
every week.
Yeah, let's go for it. Woo! Sounds great.
So speaking of blood, I have a question for you.
Okay.
Do you think you would survive a zombie apocalypse?
I think so.
You do?
I do, yeah.
I know I will.
Well, you will, because your fucking inner rage will just you'll like black out and just beat the shit out of everything.
Or I'd become friends with them. I'm a people pleaser.
Okay. I don't know if that's how that works.
What do y'all need?
I think I would just be really good at hiding.
That's a good point. I could see you hiding.
Yeah. Yeah,
What?
I had so many years in the closet. I'm good at hiding.
Y'all know any closets around here?
Jeez. You don't think I'd survive?
Yeah, I just don't know how. I feel like you would die from a lack of, like, from boredom. Like, I don't know how you would entertain yourself. Like, you'd be trying to find, like, a DVD player and videos of Reba just to, like, get you by.
Do you lose cell reception?
Yeah.
Like, could I? Oh, really? Oh, okay.
Yeah, I mean,
I gotta think about this then. I don't need to look up Reba. I can sing the songs.
so you're just gonna sing. They're gonna find you. They're gonna be like, "Why? Why is this closet singing?"
Not this closet. Oh, I was like, not calling me a closet. Damn, gay. Yeah. So, okay, I get it. I guess that was more this should I think about. I was like, if I was ever locked up in solitary confinement, I would be fine because I would just sing. I would have concerts daily.
I'd rather, I think, a zombie apocalypse than confinement.
Oh, it just sounds relaxing to me. Not that is,
here we go.
Okay for anything, but yeah. So okay, I guess I would die in a zombie apocalypse. I just had a Kayleigh moment. I guess I would die in a zombie apocalypse.
However, if we were together and we had Josh,
why do we need Josh?
He was a Cub Scout or Boy Scout. He knows all those survival
we know.
tools.
We see all his fucking packet, or what are those things called? Patches.
His
all
patches.
His patches.
Yeah.
On his thingy.
He would survive. He would help us survive. I don't think he could survive without us because he would also get bored to death. He would not have entertainment.
Yeah.
Like, I'd make it fun.
I don't think we... this is exactly where my mind's going. Like, I don't think we would take it serious.
No, we wouldn't.
I'd be like, ooh, little zombie man, you gonna come get me? Like,
ooh, what are you doing over there? Foaming at the mouth, you dumbass.
Damn, you need to eat something. You're too skinny.
But not me.
I hate you so much. Yeah. Okay, so we'd survive. If I died, though, would you miss me?
Yeah.
Do you miss me on the regular? Because I feel like you don't miss me.
I mean, because we talk every hour on the hour.
Okay, but...
Like, I don't...
You ever, like, in your day and you're like, oh, I miss Matt.
I mean, you have to not see someone or talk to someone to miss them.
That's not true. That is not true. You missed your husband last night and he just went away for the night.
I missed him,
yeah.
I didn't see him.
It's fine. So you can miss your husband.
Do you miss me?
Yeah, bitch.
When?
I miss you all the time. If I don't go to your house, like... This sounds like a fucking stalker. But if I don't see you for, like, more than 2 days...
It feels weird.
Then I'm like, damn, then I start getting depressed. I'm like, I ain't even got no friends. Like...
Okay, I agree with that. Because last time when we recorded, you were like, oh, yeah, I haven't seen you in so long. And I was like, I saw you 2 days ago. You're like, again, I haven't seen you in so long.
Yeah. I mean, also, we do talk after work every day.
Mm-hmm.
And you need to, like... Girl, I feel like I've been doing the calling lately.
Well, I think it's also because I used to call you when I would get done with work.
Oh, because I got out first.
Yeah.
And now your bitch is unemployed.
Funemployed.
Yeah, funemployed.
I mean,
she left her job. She left her job.
I left my job, but I have other jobs.
She's doing other things.
Yeah. I'm living a life. So now I don't know when you get off. Because I would always... Because I went to work. I started later than you. So I ended later.
I also have I don't have normal, like, 8-hour work days.
True.
During the week.
So I would always call you, but now... I don't know when your ass is home.
You can look out the window and see my car. We live next door.
I know, but sometimes the bush outside my windows, she's been growing. I can't
Trim
see.
the bush, girl.
That's Josh's job.
Okay, well, that is just life philosophy. Trim the bush.
I trim my bush. Girl things.
Boy things.
Bitch.
Sorry. I'm just saying. Nobody should have to feel like they're flossing their teeth. You know it's true.
I
you know it is true.
But I just got the picture in my head.
Yeah. All right. So you miss me. I just like to hear you say it.
I know.
Yeah. You got to tell me more often.
Bitch. You know what?
What?
You were supposed to do me a favor today, and you refused.
Do what?
You say you miss me. You say I'm your best friend. You wouldn't even call a pharmacy for me.
I am not. You. First off, you know I don't like calling places. I have phone
Nor do
anxiety.
So do I.
And you wanted me to call a pharmacy multiple pharmacies. Like you were going to compile a list to call and see if they had medication.
Because I need my medication. They're out at our pharmacy. So I thought, as best friends, we could divide and conquer.
I will divide and conquer a lot of things, but I don't ask me to call. Unless it's like you need me to call and like, you know, be like with someone.
True.
But I can't be like, hi, I was just wondering, do you have, I don't know, lipidome or whatever? You know?
What the fuck is lipidome?
I don't know, whatever your This why. You see, I would mess up. I'd be like, oh, Kayleigh, they have it. And it's a completely different drug. You know drugs have confusing ass names.
On the topic of phone anxiety, I remember I went to my parents, Josh and I went for dinner one night and we were going to get pizza. So it was my parents there, my sister's there, and then Josh and I. And my sister, my mom, I forget, one of them asked, like, oh, who's going to call and place the order? I was like, not me. I get too much anxiety with that shit. My dad was like, you get phone anxiety for calling to pick up food. This generation is crazy. How do you get anxiety over that? And I was like, bitch, I get anxiety. Like, you made me. This ain't my fault. This ain't my issue.
Yeah, I can't. For the longest time, I used to still have my mom call and make appointments for me.
That's kind of cringy.
You know,
but, yeah.
Sometimes, like, honestly, some things I still do make her call.
What?
Like the fuel company. I'm like, I don't know what to say. And, you know, yeah, I don't know. I don't like talking on the phone. Like,
yeah. Well, no, you do. Certain things. Yeah. Like we're phone talkers.
Yeah, not
really texters. Yeah. We'll send like funny TikToks or reels or whatever. But we're phone talkers. And it's because we'll just like do shit while we're talking on the phone.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's not like we like stop our day or we're FaceTiming. It's like I'm doing the dishes and he's, you know, tweezing his back hair or whatever you do during your spare time.
You have an obsession with my back today. What is going on? Damn, girl. Like, when was the last time you saw my back?
Just before.
Oh, yeah. All right, fine. Whatever. But yeah, no, I get phone anxiety. Even like, so even if I'm on the phone with you, I still, well, no, not really so much with you now. I just don't give a shit. But in any other circle, like if I call and order Chinese food, I have to be walking, like moving. I'll just walk in circles. If I'm at like work calls at work where like I have to like do like a sales call or something, luckily I know everything like committed to my memory.
Yeah.
I'll walk.
I'm the same way. I will walk.
I can't sit in the office and have the phone call.
That's why I hate Google Meets.
Oh yeah, I don't want to Zoom. I don't want to do any of that.
I want to be able to roll my eyes at you or make a funny face.
I'll roll my eyes on Zoom. I don't care.
I mean, I know you would. But just walk. I'm the same way. I'm a pacer. I like to like pace and...
I gotta get my blood flowing. So
you also just want to be vaping while you're on the phone.
First off, let's not talk about that.
Oh, sorry.
Damn.
What?
What if my mom listens to this?
She knows, and you blamed it on me.
No, I didn't. It just so happened that a couple days earlier, they brought it up.
Oh, yeah.
I can't spill the whole tea. You know, there's going to be people on here listening.
Yeah.
Okay, I can't spill the whole tea. But I never said that. But listen, I think at these days, they might think I quit. Which, honestly, I need to quit.
Oh, yeah.
Don't start vaping. It's so just like, worst. What the hell?
It's so stupid, too, because Matt and I weren't smokers before we started vaping. And anyone that I talked to about it who vapes, they were like, oh, well, I was a smoker for 10 years or whatever. And then I started vaping and I was like, oh, yeah, I was the drunk person at the bar that was like, can I bum a cigarette?
Yeah.
But I was never a cigarette smoker. But then we started vaping and everyone's like, why the fuck would you do that to yourself? And I'm like, I asked.
Fucking head.
Yeah. And I literally ask myself that every morning.
Yeah.
When I'm reaching for the vape on the nightstand.
Oh, first thing.
I know.
It's so annoying. I feel like a crackhead.
Well.
Whatever. Um. Okay. Well, at least we agree that we both need to stop vaping.
Yeah.
We don't always agree on everything, but at least we agree on that.
Yeah, 50-50 of what we agree on, I feel like.
You think 50-50?
Maybe a little more. All right, well, we're going to switch topics a little bit because you're rude and you never asked me about my day. Because
Bitch.
it's all about you. So Kayleigh, how was your day? My day was good. I had the night off last night. My husband was at Dover at a NASCAR race. You know, we're a little redneck in these parts.
Redneck.
He went with his friend who is also his cousin, which we just found out, but is also Matt's cousin. So I'll get to that. But anyway, I had the night off. Matt and I hung out. We watched Vanderpump Rules. Obsessed. And then today I just did some work and Josh got home.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was here. But what I want to get back to is...
I was going to say, there was no story with that.
I'm going to tell a story.
Okay.
So what I want to get back to is we made a revelation last night. Or found something out.
I mean, I don't know.
We don't know for sure.
Yeah, I don't really understand it. So quickly, Kayleigh's husband is my cousin.
Mm-hmm. First cousins.
First cousins. Like our parents
on your dad's
are
side.
siblings. Yeah. And then Kayleigh and I are best friends.
Mm-hmm.
So the guy that Josh went to Dover with, I knew as also my cousin, but from my mom's side of the family, not my dad's. And then Kayleigh was like, oh, that's Josh's cousin too. And I was like, there's no fucking way that's Josh's cousin. What are you talking about?
Mm-hmm.
And Josh and I also, I hate explaining this. Josh and I also have a cousin, but we're cousins on different sides. So we have our cousin Kate. Won't say last name, but so we have our cousin Kate. I'm related to Kate through my mom's side. She's related to me through her dad's side. So her grandmother and my grandmother are sisters.
Mm-hmm.
Josh is also related to Kate through his dad's side, though. So Josh's grandfather on his dad's side, and Kate's grandfather on her mom's side are siblings or something like that. So we're cousins with the same person, but not overlapping like family trees. But so how is he related?
He doesn't know. Or we talked about it last night because I said to you, Josh is with so and so, and you know they work together and they're also cousins, and you were like, they're not cousins. I'm cousins with him. I was like, I'm pretty sure Josh is cousins with him too. So we were trying to figure it out. So I called Josh and I was like, quick question for you. Are you and so-and-so cousins? He's like, yeah. And I added Matt to the call and Matt's like, how the fuck are you cousins? Because me and him are cousins. And Josh is like, I don't know. I'll figure it out. But I've always made fun of Josh and Matt a little bit because their family tree is intriguing and this might cause for some overlap.
Oh God, here we go.
We'll tell you on another episode.
No, we won't.
I'll bring a whiteboard here.
No. Because it's bad enough we had a whiteboard in order to draw the tree to explain it. Okay, so did he figure out?
I haven't spoke to him yet because he just got home while I was walking down here for the podcast. So that's next episode. We'll know. I mean, I can call him in. What time is it? No, he's golfing.
Yeah, of course he's golfing.
The
boy is always golfing. Yeah, we're gonna have to follow up on this because I want to know. Because
of course.
I can't figure it out. Like if I think about Josh's dad's side of the family, like that tree going on, I don't know much about that tree, but I can't see how he's also related. And I think
it's okay.
You think it's incest?
That's
You
not
think
what I was
I
gonna say.
can't even believe we're talking about this. I promise you, I am of like 2 separate families.
So
This is cringe.
that's not what I was going to say. I think it's from Josh's mom's side. I'm remembering this now because the last time this person was at our house, I remember he referred to her as a relative.
But then that also means that's my. Okay, this could no. I don't even want to think about that. I'm gonna go ask my mom after this. I'm going to Ed and Cindy's.
We should call her in.
She's working right now. I'm going to Ed and Cindy's after this.
Ed could be her.
Someone needs to explain what the fuck is going on here. I told you last night, I'm moving. I am moving far away.
We can't do this podcast.
Girl, I'll call you.
Crying.
Yeah. I'm about to call you crying right now. I'm going to call my mom crying right now.
Don't cry.
I'm telling you not to cry a lot of the times.
Shut up. I don't cry that much. A couple times a day.
Lies. A couple times a day. Whatever the hell you just said. Yeah. I don't cry a lot. Just a couple times a day.
If you guys see the TikTok videos of the dogs dying, you fucking know.
Jeez, this girl with the TikTok.
I can't even talk about it.
Yeah, yeah. Only certain TikToks make me cry. But you cry, you know.
I said this before, but there's something about these dog videos I can't. The people videos don't make me that emotional. The dog ones. I'm going to need to take 3 days PTO.
Well, girl, you need to have PTO in order to take PTO.
Don't be jealous.
I really am.
I know.
I really am. We just came back from vacation. I could use another.
I know.
Oh, jeez.
I have been jamming out with my new free time to fucking Chris Stapleton every day, cleaning the house, enjoying the sunshine.
Have you read anything about Helen Keller? Because you were kind of obsessed with her on our trip to Orlando.
I don't believe in Helen Keller.
But you talk about her as if you do.
I mean, I believe she was a person, but I am so sorry. Like, she's a fraud. Sorry.
Girl, don't get us canceled on the first episode.
Listen, Helen Keller. She did
couldn't. Girl. It's literally one of the things.
Oh, shit.
Not telling Helen Keller to listen.
Listen, Linda. Listen, Linda. Listen, Helen. Or like, I'll put it in some braille for you. I mean, she's dead though, so that wouldn't work.
Damn.
But again, I feel like it's a Ponzi scheme. I don't know what a Ponzi scheme is, but it was the first. It felt natural to say that.
Damn.
Like, she scammed America, and y'all fell for it, but I didn't.
She probably started Avon. Oh, Avon's a pyramid scheme, not
Not a pyramid scheme.
Whoopsie. Okay, anyway, back to so you're jamming out. What's like your go-to jam right now?
Fire Away by Chris Stapleton.
Oh, that's one of my favorite songs.
And I think because you told me that, I started listening to it more. I've just been on like a Chris Stapleton.
I mean, you can never go wrong there.
Kick right now. And before I met my husband, Chris Stapleton, I wouldn't only classify him as country. He's a hybrid. But before I met my husband, like, I was not listening to country, no hybrid. It wasn't my thing. But I love me some Chris Stapleton.
You've grown so much, girl.
Do you want to listen to his national anthem?
Not the okay, so Kayleigh I'm not going to say loves, but one day we're like having dinner at her house. It's just me and her. Josh is like at work or something. And we just like, first off, so this was after the Super Bowl this year where my favorite person in the whole wide world, Reba McEntire, performed the national anthem. Don't fucking say anything. And Kayleigh had the audacity to, girl, you want to start a fight. So she was shit talking Reba's performance and then was like, oh yeah, Chris Stapleton, blah, blah, blah. Which, granted, Chris Stapleton's best national anthem. But we go back and forth on this. And so we started debating this. And then here we go. We watched nonstop national anthem videos. We were just listening to the national.
I had a good time. I had a good time.
Get your flag out, girl. Fly it.
Fly away. Oh, fire away. I think Chris Stapleton and Whitney Houston are tied for the best. If I like had to choose one, I'd probably give it to Whitney by like a hair.
It just depends how I want to like, I don't know, like pop my pussy. You know, they're two very different styles. So like, if I'm about to go to war, it's gonna be Whitney Houston's. But if I'm like reminiscing, like God Save America, it's probably Chris Stapleton.
So this is where we disagree. If I'm going to war, I want to listen to Chris Stapleton.
Really?
Or if I'm about to like,
I need to pump up.
well, if I'm about to like go to the club to, you know, use your phrase, pop my pussy, I'll be listening to Whitney on my way. Hers is like fun, good time, prideful, but his is like, it can make me cry and get mad at the same time.
Somehow, I feel like we're just coming off very like, I don't know. We ain't no like Christian nationalists up in this bitch. I just want to put that out there real quick. We just, you know, Kayleigh, it was Chris Stapleton, and then we went into the national anthem. You know, it just like I don't want anyone to be confused right now.
And I'm not obsessed with the national anthem. I just like the way they performed it. I could barely tell you the words.
Okay, true. I'd sing that whole song right now. You know, I love to go into. I've actually, for like a week after that, I was doing it up in this house.
Really?
Yeah. I'm just like getting ready to go to bed, like walking around, take the dog out, stuff like that. Sometimes I forget that I'm like jamming out, singing on my own, and I go to take the dog out, and I'm outside singing, and the neighbor's outside. I'm like, she must think I am crazy.
Well, one, you can hear you from outside, like when you're inside. I can hear you.
What?
Like if I'm walking my dogs, I can hear you in here.
What?
I thought I told you this before.
What you mean? I thought you said you could hear my music.
No, I can hear you singing.
Oh my God. All right. Well, there goes my at-home singing career.
But also, I don't think you should be worried about the neighbor.
I don't think I should be worried about any neighbors. You want to know something?
No, but that neighbor.
Well,
I think she's got enough going on.
She does have enough going on. But you want to know something? That I was so happy today, but I thought about this. The fucking neighbor finally mowed the lawn.
I know. I meant to text you.
You know, that pisses me off. This isn't like city problems. We're upstate, so we got lawns. I get so annoyed when someone doesn't mow their fucking yard, or if they mow their yard and you gonna know who I'm talking about after this, and they don't do the whole thing. They don't like weed whack, or they leave a bunch of like, it looks like someone got a shit haircut, and it pisses me off. Mow your motherfucking lawns.
Well, especially if they let it grow and then they mow, then there's fucking dead grass because it got too long.
Because they don't have a mulcher on their lawnmower.
Well, yeah, and they're waiting too long.
Yeah. That, there are, I feel like the only people that are around us right now that are mowing the lawns consistently and keeping that shit neat is your husband and my father.
Yeah, Matt doesn't know how to mow.
I know how to mow. I used to mow all the time growing up. So real quick, because this is probably, people are confused. We all like live around each other. So like Kayleigh, her husband Josh's parents, myself, my parents, like we all live around. We all like our yards all kind of intertwined. So
it's not like a compound or like a private street. It's just like we can easily walk to each other's houses, and to Matt's point, like all of our backyards kind of connect to each other, so we can see what's going on.
So Ed and Josh keep it consistent. They tend to
compete.
race. Yeah, they race to who's going to mow first.
Yeah.
But everyone surrounding us, if you surround us and you're listening to this, I'm sorry, I'm really not. But like, they don't mow their lawns.
They don't.
Which, like, granted, the one neighbor, it's a landlord, and he only comes around once every, I don't know, 3 months to mow. I'm like, let me mow your yard for you. I'll go over there.
It's wild out there too.
It's wild.
I'm gonna tell Josh to talk to him. Maybe to make some side cash.
I mean, I don't have the time, but you know Ed. Ed's retired now. He
would love it. Yeah. So would Josh.
Yeah. Listen, Ed
Josh goes to what's her name? He'll pack his shit and he goes up the road.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I don't know, but that was a tangent about the lawn, but that shit pisses me off. Mow your lawn.
We came up with a name for Josh's mowing business.
Josh's micro lawns?
So my husband, Josh, obviously, so he loves to mow the lawn. He'll mow once a week, like minimum. And we have a tiny lawn. Like, it's beautiful. It's perfect. I love it. But we have a tiny little lot. He'll be like, oh, I mowed all day today. All I did was mow today. I was like, bitch, it took you an hour, which, like, thank you. But he's like...
I think an hour is stretching it. I don't think it could... Because he also mows his parents' house.
It depends on, like, if he's doing both or just that. If he has to weed whack, if he has to push mow. Okay, I'm being dramatic. Like, a couple hours. But, we're gonna start him on Josh's microlawns business because he
only mows small lawns.
Yeah, tiny lawns.
Because the woman's house, he loads the mower up into.
Yeah, it's like
barely a yard.
Yeah.
It's like a strip of
like
grass.
A sidewalk grass.
Yeah, I don't know where your husband's golfing.
Yeah,
I'm gonna have to go over. I haven't seen him. Don't tell him I said this on the topic of missing things. I feel like I haven't seen your husband in a long time.
I know. I feel like he's when you've been over. No, he's just been working.
All right.
Probably.
Fine.
Probably
I know he's working much more these days.
I know.
He's got the greatest schedule.
He's making the money.
Okay, bitch. Yeah, so what are you gonna make for dinner tonight?
Oh, we're making stuffed shells with meatballs, sausage, and garlic bread.
Okay. You inviting me?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
I bought extra.
I eat at Kayleigh's house a lot. You know what's funny though?
I
wouldn't eat.
Yeah. Or you'd keep McDonald's in the Chinese restaurant business.
I was thinking today, the Chinese restaurant is always closed on Mondays, and today is Monday, even though this is going to be out on Thursday. Today that we're recording is Monday. And it always pisses me off because I'm off on Mondays, and I always want Chinese food, and they're closed on Mondays. And I'm like, girl.
That Chinese restaurant sucks too.
No, it doesn't. I mean, you're the one you go to.
So good.
So good. But I love my Chinese restaurant. But yeah, so, okay, yeah. You should... Let's plan to, I'm going to come to your house. I just invited myself. So rude.
I mean,
not sorry. But don't tell Josh, because it's my favorite thing, and it's one of my favorite things in the world. When he is like, oh, did you call Matt?
Is Matt coming over?
Or like he calls me, he's like, what are you doing?
Yeah. Oh, every night he's like,
oh, well, we got
is your boy coming over for dinner? I was like, my boy. Our boy.
Yeah, at this point, I'm like, Josh, you love me.
Yeah.
You love me.
And he's like, have you called him yet? I'm like, not yet. I just got out of the shower. He's like, I'll call him.
Yeah. It's so funny, too. And then sometimes I won't pick up when Josh calls.
Oh, don't even get me started.
Because he'll guilt trip me.
Yeah. Oh,
and
1000%.
I feel like really bad saying no. I could be like, fuck off, bitch. I'm not doing that. Like I did about calling the pharmacy. I ain't calling the goddamn pharmacy. But Josh, I'm like, he's going to try to convince me, and I really need a mental health night tonight. Mm-hmm. And so damn, I know he's going to listen to these episodes. Josh, I'm sorry. All the times that I didn't pick up and I told you I was sleeping, I wasn't sleeping. He ignored. I watched the phone ring. I even watched your photo pop up because I have a contact photo for you. Sorry.
Well, Josh will buy Matt specific beer.
Yeah, he will.
Like, when was the last time you had to buy beer for yourself?
Yeah. It's so funny, too, because I'll, go in the fridge, and he's like, oh, it's in the downstairs fridge. Yeah. I'm like, all right, thanks.
Or if he knows you're coming up,
yeah,
he'll go downstairs and stock it in the upstairs fridge.
Yeah.
Like, Matt's coming over.
Yeah.
Oh, he got ice cream for you, too.
He got me ice cream?
Mm-hmm.
What kind? Give me some more.
The Oreo cones.
Ooh, those are good.
I mean, he's not happy about the ice cream I bought him.
The chubby hubby?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's fucked up, girl.
It looked like the one he would like. I don't know what to do.
Yeah, Kayleigh bought Josh ice cream the other day because I was at their house last week and I just came from the grocery store and I bought ice cream and I was eating it. And did he ever finish it? Because remember the next day I was there and he was like, well, you ate all the ice cream. And I was like, no, I left the rest of it in there. And the look on his face is like he was going to eat it as soon as I
don't know. Maybe. I don't know.
But so Kayleigh bought Josh ice cream and bought chubby hubby. Shots fired.
Yeah. Well, and I didn't think he would this sounds so mean. And I said this to him. I was like, I didn't think you would like put it together right away. He's like, so now I'm fat and I'm stupid.
What did he because he came back with something. Wasn't it like the tampon box, the branded tampon or something? What did he say? Because I was on the phone when this conversation was happening.
I don't know. Wait, what?
Remember he was like, "Oh, I'm gonna buy you tampons," and the name's gonna be.
It was gonna be. I think I wrote it down. It was from Mean Girls. I think. What is it like? Everyone thinks I have
a wide pussy or a wide heavy flow and a wide set vagina. But that wasn't the name. I'm gonna have
fat
to
pussy.
Yep. Yeah. So it was fat pussy. Yeah, fat pussy tampons. For heavy flows and wide set vaginas. Yeah. Oy vey. Jesus. All right. Well, I think we did great.
We did great
the first time.
Yeah.
Sorry you all had to,
dive in with us.
Dive into all that craziness, like vaginas and gay stuff.
Yeah.
But you'll probably, I'm not gonna lie, it's probably gonna happen all the time.
This is just the tip of the iceberg.
This is the tip of the iceberg.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so, but I think we did good. I hope you all enjoyed it, you as in the listeners. And yeah, call me crying.
Yeah, every Thursday.
Every Thursday. Follow us on Instagram. Visit our website, callmecrying.com. There's a subscribe page, but there's also a write-in page. Tell us all your stuff. I love when people share. I love when I meet someone new and they share their whole life story.
Oh, because that's who we are.
I love it.
Me
Tell
too.
me everything.
Tell us everything.
I want to hear it all.
We'll read it. We'll review it.
Yeah.
We'll advise it.
Yeah.
We'll do our thing.
I got a lot to say. I'll tell you. I'll give you advice.
Oh, he has a lot to say.
Girl, so do you. Please.
True.
But yeah, callmecrying.com. And that's us. So thanks for joining us.
Thanks, host.
We'll see you soon.
Bye.
Bye.